Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload, and today is a 2v2 on Overgrown Facility. According to the loading portraits, these players are a combination of GM, Masters, and Diamond level players, so this should be pretty high level. But every time I say that, you guys point out the mistakes. Alright, so on the top right side of the map, we have the red Terran, or Zerg player. This guy is Zerg, his teammate is Terran. It is the red Zerg player, Blazed. And his teammate right next door is the blue Terran player. It is Netmech. Alright, so Netmech versus Blaze. In the bottom left side of the map, we have the teal Zerg player. It is Big Killa. And the purple Terran player, Mako. Alright, so a ZT versus ZT here today on the channel. A 2v2 high-level game. Don't cast enough of these, honestly. Don't cast enough high-level games from the team stuff, which, I don't know, probably should do. Probably should do. I've been playing a lot of 3v3s on the ladder recently. It's just a weird mix. I'm not sure a lot of people are doing 3v3s these days. So, like, I'm at Diamond level on the 3v3, and then there will be a Masters and a GM. So it's kind of like this, right? It's kind of a mix of all sorts of things. Is that a proxy barracks? No, that's just harassing. That's just harassment. That's just trying to block off the ramp, and an SCV came up. I was having a hard time getting my bearings on this map. Yeah, that's a ramp. It kind of blends in a little bit. Here. What is going on? Who is pinging what right now? Regardless, it is a 3 racks opening here from Mako. Is he going to go 3 racks Reaper? Whoa! Team Purple going to go 3 racks Reaper here. Fairly early pool from Big Killa as well, and 1 gas. It's going to be Speedlings and Reapers. Again, this is how 2v2 goes, you guys. 2v2 is a hotbed of cheese and really fast strategies and trying to kill your opponent fast. And it's easier to do in 2v2 for some reason. It should be, well, I mean, it's not for some reason. It's because if you show up with 2 players worth of units at 1 player's base, likely they're going to die. It takes a lot of coordination to defend that sort of thing. A lot of coordination to attack with that sort of thing, too. So there are trade-offs. But look at this, expanding nicely. Blaze is already expanded. Big Killa expansion done as well. The Zerg player is going to be on 2 bases. Terran's sitting on 1 at this point in time. Overlord scouting in, trying to see what's going on. There is a defensive Reaper here from Netmech. And actually going to KD8 charge. No, just dodge each other. I don't know who's going to win this thing. It looks like Netmech. Netmech's going to win it, but another Reaper comes in to join the battle. Now we're in trouble. Now SCVs have to be pulled. And this is where the micro comes into play for the purple player, Mako here. Lings. Oh, the supply depots are lowered. The Lings are in. Ling. Oh, defensive Lings. Never mind. Those are Blaze. Blaze Lings are here. Oh, here we go. Big Killa. Ling versus Ling action with Reapers joining the party as well. The Chaos blows everybody apart with that KD8 charge. At the same time, more KD8 charges. Whee! Lings, it looks like we might be able to defend. Team Captain America, red and blue, in the top right, might be able to hold this, but that's a lot of Reaper, and they're being combat drug healed up. Right now, a lot of Lings dying, Reapers getting killed. Speed is done for Big Killa's Lings. That's bad news, Bears. Hopping inside the main base of our blue Terran player, Netmech. Trying to knock down supply depots. Lings defending at the same time. Speed is done for the red Zerg player as well. So Team Captain America, a Cyclone comes out. That's pretty good news. Cyclone here helping DPS against those Lings. And more Lings coming in from the bottom left. They are just flooding right now. In comes 17, 26, 19, 17. So Team Captain America has a lot more workers here. But if they die here in the first couple minutes, it just isn't really going to matter. 88 charge blowing everybody back. Who will win this thing? Oh no, looks like Team 3 racks Reaper is fully inside of Netmech's base here, trying to defend with defending with SCVs is a terrible idea against Ling Reaper. Don't you do that. Ling's defensive Lings coming in from Blaze, trying to hold on as best he can. Not working super well. Down. Remember how I said he had the most workers? He's got 9 now. He has 9 workers, losing another one. I think that's it. I think Netmech's just dead. Cyclone comes out, gets surrounded and killed immediately. Lings and Banes. Oh, Baneling hits on those Reapers would be really, really good. But the Reapers doing a little better job than that. No, does get caught. And and surrounded and killed by Speedlings too. Again, once Speedlings are out, and there's just a handful of Reapers, they die pretty quickly. And Team Captain America has stabilized Eyeline. Ling's running into Blazed Base now. Big Killa wants revenge. Queen is killed. Drones forced to fight at the same time. Link rolling on in. Spinecrawler. Defensive Spinecrawler by Blaze was a great idea. And it is going to get several kills here. 9 kills on that. Woo, 9 kills Spinecrawler. Pretty good stuff. More Lings rolling in from Big Killa. Trying to do enough to win this game just with pure Ling. Any Banelings on the way? Not just trying to go Zergling. That's not usually how it works. Usually got to get a Baneling nest, at least if you're going against a Zerg player who also has Banelings. Pretty good micro with little surrounds here and there. Out of Blazed. Reapers fighting, not necessarily macroing all that much, but that's just fine. NetMech. It looks like Team Captain America is pushing, if just a little bit here. Whoa, too many Lings from Big Killa. Everybody run! Ah, the Terran units can't run as fast, but there's a Baneling here. And is it going to hit? That's a big hit. That is a big hit. Another big hit. Lings joining the party. Another Reaper picked off. That's a lot of dead Reapers for Mako. A lot of dead Reapers for Mako, but he's still got a bunch more. Still got 5 more. Man, Reaper, good unit. As it turns out here, trying to re-macro back home is NetMech, but struggling a little bit here. These dudes, no, getting surrounded by the Lings. Oh, the Reapers are gone, and that's a huge deal. It's a huge deal, and all the Reapers are gone except for one. The remaining Reaper is a lot more vulnerable. Lings for Blaze, they once again outnumbered, once again retreating, as he should do. No Banelings on the way, but 10 more Lings coming on in. Both players, again, everybody has 2 bases each, but the number of workers available, 15, 13, 18, and 20. So pretty even. I'd say it looks like a Team Reaper Rush here in the bottom left. Team Purple, if you want to call him, does have a bigger worker lead here. Lings, again, getting surrounds on Cyclones, and more Lings trying to save the ones getting surrounded here. Cyclone does end up falling. Marines and Reapers versus Reapers and Marines is how this is working today. There we go. The Banelings from Blazed are going to be a big deal. 3 Reapers, not enough when there are this many Speedlings. But again, defensive Speedlings coming in from his teammate here, Big Killa. Banelings getting some decent hits off. Not incredible hits. I mean, there's 4 Zerglings running around. It doesn't really matter. Nice pick off there. Picking off that Baneling with the wounded Zergling. So only 1 Ling dies. Excellent, excellent trade. Is how I would characterize that one. So still pushing. We're just gonna go more Rax Reaper here. Yeah, just gonna go more Rax Reaper here. Mako. Keep wanting to say it's Mako, but it's definitely Mako because there's a CK instead of just a K. Banelings. All of the Banelings finish. Big deal. KDA charge blown down. Lings rolling in. If they had speed, they'd be a lot better. Also, if there's creep spread, I think it would help Captain America a little bit better. Nice hit. Nice. Another Baneling hit. Lings getting them surrounds. Trying to take down the Reapers. Oh, Reapers alone and surrounded and dead. They don't have many hit points, it turns out. You gotta micro them away from that kind of a situation. Roach Horn on the way from Big Killa as well. Another huge swell of Lings coming up from the blue, well, teal Zerg player. And the Banelings are gonna finish. You don't want to stay here too long, Big Killa. And he's being very cautious. He wants to pick off the Cyclones. Cyclones are good against the Reapers. They don't do extra damage against the Reapers, but they have good range, and they hit fast enough that it doesn't really matter that their range isn't the greatest. Or that their damage isn't incredible. Yeah, the range is good. Damage against non-light units is, I mean, it's still, what, 3 damage, weapon speed 0.1. That's some pretty crazy DPS there. We stabilize a little bit. Nah, Big Killa still coming in with big groups of Zerglings. Trying to get that surround on these guys, but Baneling, no Baneling hits. Gets out of there in time. Banelings waddle around, and they are hitting the Reapers. Reapers gone very quickly. Those light units do not stand. Do not stand here. So Team Blue starting to get back into this thing. 29 workers. Wow, 29 workers for NetMech. He's lost, like, I feel like he's lost 30 SCVs already. He's back up to 40. That is some impressive macro from that guy. Lings from Big Killa getting us around on a tank. Oh, tank is picked up. Oh, picked up by a medevac and saved instead. It wasn't in siege mode, and that was its saving grace. To be certain. Banelings, Lings, Marines, Lings running around here. We're going to see, it is a Roach transition out of Big Killa, so I think we're going to eventually stop seeing these Zerglings about 10 minutes into the game. But Terran just doing a lot more stuff here. A lot of tanks coming out here from NetMech, which I like a lot. Factory coming in for Mako. But does he have, he's just Marines, 2 Marines, and 9 Reapers right now. So it is a bit of a slowdown. Bit of a stabilization. There's a lot of pinging going on here. Team bottom left is trying to knock down these rocks with Reapers and the Zerglings with no upgrades, which is just, it's a long time to do that, but they'll get it eventually. Unless, here comes Team Captain America rolling in with the red and the blue Lings, Banelings, Tanks, Marines. And there are Roaches from Big Killa, but I don't know how I feel about that against Marine Tank. Pretty crazy stuff. Nice KDA charge, blowing a lot of tanks back though. That was amazing stuff. Reaper trying to join the party and actually, oh, gets hit by a tank. I was going to say, might join the group, but doesn't. Dude, when there's tank splash, your Reaper days are pretty much over. I'd say pretty much over here. Lings getting surrounds on these Roaches, which again, if upgrades are even, is not a bad place to be if you're the Lings, if you have good numbers here. Another attack up here into the main base of Blazed. Reapers did manage to hop in. Marines trying to finish them off there. KDA charges blowing all the Marines back, though. Reaper count looking pretty darn low. What is our Zerg players down to in worker count? 18. Down to 18 workers. Tanks versus Roaches. 2 tanks versus Roaches, but they're not in siege mode, and they're not supported by anything else. Lings from Mako continuing to just be a huge problem. Massive problem here. But then they get cleaned up as soon as I say that, so never mind. Team Captain America holds once again, but man, I would love to see how many units have been lost here, how many workers especially for all of these players on this map. Roaches strolling right on in to Blazed's main base. Roaches forced to retreat. Spinecrawler not quite positioned to cover it entirely, but bunch of Lings coming in here for Blaze. Get that surround, Queen DPS as well. And that's going to be it. So Terran player NetMech really doing this. Roaches trying to join the battle, but against Cyclone Tank Marine, I don't know. Do you have enough Roaches to do this thing? You going to try? You're going to stand in and try. Stutter stepping forward here, cleaning up that Marine count pretty nice, but a Liberator joins the party. Roaches decide to get out of there before that circle shows up. Another attack, still more Reapers from Mako getting chased. Oh, big old surround! Yeah, Mako's Reapers are toast right there. NetMech continuing to push against his enemy. Third base is done for Mako, but it might just have to be retreated. Retreated from? Can you retreat a base? Probably. Maybe. English is weird. Anyway, Lings are up here at this main ramp of Mako. Liberator circle setting up shop as well. Marines, tanks aren't even in siege mode. Lings on top of Marauders, which is not something you want to see. Marauders pretty terrible in that situation, but with some Marine support and SCVs fighting as well, the Lings do manage to get cleaned up, but still the Terran player is a major problem. Banelings crashing into that third base of Mako. Roach is trying to join the party as well. Liberator, Defender, mode, circle. Oh, there's still Lings here from Blaze. Where are these guys coming from? Lings here from Blaze. Are they still unupgraded? Yeah. No Zergs have any plus attack upgrades here, but NetMech is back with a vengeance. He is taking out starports. He's taking out barracks. He's got 2 tanks in siege mode inside Mako's main base. Mako in a lot of trouble. Ravagers might be okay. Ravagers responding from Big Killa to take out that Liberator. That was nice. All right, against these Lings and these Marines, trying to corrosive bile himself into a better position here, but the Lings doing so much more work than they ever should do. Factory, boom. Toast. Barracks, boom. Toast. Tech Lab, toast. Oh, that actually just canceled an upgrade that Mako was working on. I'm not sure what it was, but I'm sure it was very important here. Marauders' main base is dead. Mako is out of this game. Tanks working on everything that he's got. Marines. Medevac's healing them, +1 attack. On the Marines, the main orbital command is forced to retreat. Tries to fly away, but no, explodes. Explodes in a giant fireball. And this attempt by Mako to have another base of the third. There we go. There's the liftoff. There's the liftoff. I was like, you can't really expect to hold that thing, Mako, can you? No? More pinging up here. What are we pinging for? What are we pinging for? I don't know. Can we see army supply? 30? Wow, really 30? 30 for our red Zerg player. He is struggling mightily, but Terran, so much stuff coming in that production tab all the time. Ravager count by Big Killa, pretty nice. But tanks on the high ground. Corrosive Bile against the tanks. There we go. Taking one of them out, but still others there. Ling's trying to knock down rocks, I guess, to access this space of Big Killer. That'll work. You can get in there, but your upgrades again are 0. That's not particularly great news. Corrosive Biles and Marines are enough to clean up the Ravagers, though. Marines coming in to join the tanks, saving 2 of them. Nicely done. Yeah, our player Netmech is in serious business right now. Mako is actually still harvesting stuff at this natural base. Pinging to see, is there something we can take care of over at that third of Mako, which he's re-landed again. But the natural base is here, picking up some of the SCVs to retreat with them in a medevac. And Ling's running into Big Killer's main base. There are 2 spines and a queen and 3 or 4 roaches. So the Lings bypass that one, going to the natural. Oh, picking off SCVs. Picking off SCVs that were transferred here from Mako. Natural base. Toast leaving some units behind to deal with that one. All these drones are going to die. Big Killer struggling. Roaches trying to do one final stand here against the oncoming storm. Trying to get rid of some of those reinforcing Marines and Marauders, but then kind of caught in a sandwich. Look at this line on the minimap of blue coming from top right to bottom left. Roaches again with +1 attack. Doing okay, but just when there are tanks involved in this many Marines. Roach count looking okay, but a lot of them are very low on HP. Gonna go ahead and try to retreat back on out there. Banelings ready to rock. Natural base for Big Killer is gone. Main base for Big Killer is gone. And here we go. Marines joining the party. Tanks setting up shop and does manage to pick off one of the tanks, but there's still 2 Liberators and a tank remaining. Banelings joining the party a little bit unnecessarily, I feel like, from Blaze, but that's A-okay. Wow, Netmech coming back from the dead. Just have a huge, terrifying, scary army. Roaches joining the party for Big Killer, getting killed immediately, ironically, and that's it. A good game out of Big Killer and Mako. It's a good game, says Big Killer. It was. Come on, Team Captain America, throw out some good manner. There's the good game from Blaze and a good game from Netmech as well. 17 minutes into this thing, and what's left? What is left for Team Purple? What is left for Mako? Oh, he's out. He's out. Big Killer, Mako are out. Netmech and Blazed are your victors today. Again, what an insane game. Just insane. Big Killer ended up losing 18,000 resources. His teammate Mako at 16, and an even 10 each for the members of Captain America. Yeah, wow. I'm just super impressed that Netmech managed to get 46 harvesters when he was down to 9. He was down to 9 about 5 to 7 minutes into the game. There were Reapers wrecking his stuff, Lings wrecking his stuff. But the comeback, I guess he was able to keep his natural, which was kind of a big deal. And then Mules. Mules, and then just transitioning nicely into Marine Marauder Liberator Tank. And that was all she wrote. So great job. Great job by Team Captain America. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.